Brother, let's be honest. When someone walks away from you, the first instinct most men have is panic. You start thinking, what can I do to make her miss me? Should I text her this? Should I post that? Should I act like I'm over her so she regrets it? And before you know it, your entire life is centered on pulling an emotion out of her. But here's the reality. You can't control feelings that aren't yours. And the harder you try to manipulate her into missing you, the less she actually will. Why? Because she can feel the desperation behind it. She can feel when you're moving for her, not for yourself. So in this conversation, I'm not giving you gimmicks. I'm not giving you text her this at 9 p.m. tactics. I'm giving you the truth. The real way to make someone miss you is to stop trying and start living in a way that no one can forget. Let's break this down. First thing, obsession pushes her away. Purpose pulls her closer. Think about this. You're checking her story every night, overthinking every word she said, waiting for her text like it's oxygen. That's obsession, and obsession doesn't attract, it suffocates. She doesn't feel your value in those moments. She feels relief when you're not around. But picture a different man, the one who's focused on his craft, on his career, on building himself into something bigger. While she's scrolling, stuck in the same cycle, he's moving forward, he's rising, and people notice that. That's when absence transforms into presence, because she feels the difference in your energy. You're no longer orbiting her world, you're orbiting your mission. Second thing, the man who lets go always wins. Here's the paradox most men don't understand. The tighter you grip, the quicker she slips. When you cling, beg, and chase, she feels trapped. But when you release, when you truly let go, you shift everything. It's like holding a balloon in your hand. The harder you squeeze it, the faster it pops or escapes. But when you open your hand, it floats freely. And sometimes it drifts right back into your view. That's what detachment does. It's not about tricking her, it's about freeing yourself. And that freedom, that's the only space where she might actually start to feel your absence. Third thing, real growth leaves fingerprints, fake growth leaves nothing. Too many guys play pretend after a breakup. The forced gym selfies, the new me captions, the fake fun with people they don't care about. But here's the truth. She can feel it's all a performance. Everyone can. No one misses an act. But real growth? That's unforgettable. The guy who actually starts improving his health, pouring into his career, investing in his friendships, finding passions outside of her, that man leaves a mark, because even if she never comes back, he's already winning. And if she does look back, she sees someone who didn't just move on, he leveled up. Fourth thing, quiet exits echo the loudest. Most men exit in chaos. Long emotional texts, arguments, dramatic pleas for closure. But that doesn't make her miss you, it makes her glad you're gone. The most powerful goodbye isn't dramatic, it's silent. You don't announce you're leaving, you don't make a show of your pain, you just step away with dignity. And that absence, that sudden quiet where your voice used to be, that's what lingers. Silence writes a chapter louder than any goodbye ever could. Fifth thing, peace is more magnetic than pressure. You know what repels people the fastest? Pressure. Every time you pushed harder, begged for recognition, or tried to guilt her into seeing your worth, it only made her pull back. Because pressure feels heavy. But peace, that's rare. A man who radiates calm, who doesn't flinch when people leave, who stands steady regardless of who stays, that man becomes magnetic. She may not admit it, but peace draws people in. And when someone loses that kind of presence, it hits them harder than any performance ever could. Sixth thing, stop treating love like a game of chess. Too many guys fall into this trap. Don't text for 3 days, post a picture with another girl, drop little hints online. That's not confidence. That's strategy built on fear. And strategy might win you attention, but it never builds respect. The truth? You don't need tricks. You need alignment. When your actions match your values, when your life flows from integrity, you stop worrying about reactions. That's the point where you stop trying to be missed because you're too busy actually living. And that authenticity, it's what makes people think of you long after you're gone. Seventh thing, absence only matters if your presence had weight. Here's the sting, brother. Some men want to be missed, but when they look back honestly, they didn't give much to be remembered for. If all you offered was inconsistency, neediness, or drama, your silence won't hurt. It'll feel like relief. But if you gave stability, laughter, inspiration, and real presence, then your absence weighs heavy. She'll feel the gap you left behind. That's why the key isn't disappearing. The key is making sure that while you were there, you mattered. And if you did, silence will speak for you. 8th thing, build a life, not a reaction. Let's get real. If every workout, every post, every move you make is secretly aimed at making her notice you're still chained to her, that's not freedom. That's obsession dressed up as progress. But when you build a life you genuinely love, when your actions are for you, not for her, that's when everything shifts, because you stop performing, you start living. And freedom like that, that's unforgettable. Not because you try to make someone miss you, but because you finally stopped living for their attention. 9th thing, detachment is the secret weapon. Detachment isn't about not caring, it's about caring wisely. You can love someone, miss them, even wish it worked out, but you don't let that define your worth. And paradoxically, this is what makes people feel your absence. When you're no longer shaken, when you're no longer chasing, you become the man she can't easily replace. Because you're not begging to be remembered, you're grounded in yourself. Detachment isn't about making her miss you, it's about making sure you never miss yourself. 10th thing, stop chasing her memory, start chasing your own potential. Here's the truth most men never want to face. It's not about making her remember you, it's about making yourself proud of you. The goal isn't to become unforgettable to her, it's to become unforgettable to yourself. Build a life so rich in purpose, discipline, and peace that even if she never comes back, you're good. Ironically, that's when people reflect. That's when they look back and realize what they lost. But by then, you won't even need their recognition, because you'll be too busy living a life that finally feels like yours, and that, brother, is the real win. So hear me clearly, you don't need games, you don't need tricks, and you don't need to force anyone to miss you. The secret isn't controlling her feelings, it's mastering your own, because the man who finds peace, purpose, and self-respect will always be remembered. Not because he disappeared to prove a point, but because he lived in a way that couldn't be forgotten. That's the kind of man you're becoming. And that's the kind of man she'll feel the absence of, even if she never says it.